Welcome. Part 2. Part 1 will be linked down below if you would like to check it out. Okay? In the description. So, we're going to scribe the information here in part 2. This has to do with just kind of where we're at. From the macrocosm to the microcosm, we expand through the center point with wholeness. This is the energy of the opposites coming together to create the whole. We're really being whole. We're in a new level as a collective to embracing what it means to be whole, to embracing the negative in order to shift it. It's getting out of that mindset where we're not getting stuck. Like, we're not getting stuck in the negative, like things are always going to be this way. We're learning how to shift. We're learning how to be co-creators. This is another level of understanding what it means to be a co-creator here. So Pluto retrograde May 1st to June 11th. There's a connection there. And we had our prenumbral lunar eclipse in Scorpio May 5th, and that was our 5/5 portal activation date. The lunar eclipse happening on the 5th day of the 5th month. Now, what's our connection to working? Well, Pluto and we know Scorpio, they work together. And that's our connection to sex, death, life, rebirth, transformation, the paranormal. This is Phoenix energy. The Phoenix will rise from the ashes. And it's one of my favorite sayings, right? The Phoenix doesn't take a suitcase. The Phoenix doesn't take a suitcase. So we're in a time of regeneration. Let's go back and stop and think about that. It's not taking a suitcase, so it's not taking anything from its past. But this is also direct connection and message to, like, this came out of the blue. These situations that we're healing with, they came out of the blue. We weren't expecting them, even if we were. So we're in a time of regeneration. We spoke about this in part 1. We're going to transform the self. And how we're going to do this is a time of finding peace in the pain, the chaos, the negative, and the storm. And how are we going to do that? We're going to surrender. We just have to surrender to what it is. This isn't like focusing all our energy, because where we put our attention, where we put our energy, what we focus on with our attention is what we're growing. So are we going to continue to focus on the pain, the chaos, the negative in the storm, and grow with that, and to continue to, as we're in fear or anger, because remember, anger is a secondary emotion, so it's connected to pain and fear. What are we running from? What are we hiding from? What are we not facing? So this is being able to face the pain, the chaos, the negative, the storm, but we're going to find the positive within it. And we're going to surrender to it. We're going to just surrender to, this is the way things are. We're not going to get high in nostalgia lane and then play those games if I coulda, shoulda, woulda. No, this is like a drastic surrender of honoring that this is your story, that this happened for a reason, and it's part of your path to get you to where you're going. You needed to be here in order to get to the next step. And it's okay, because it's not going to stay where it's at. We're going to shift with it. We're going to use everything that we're being shown. We're going to use the pain, the chaos, the negative, and the storm to create with it. We're going to shift with it. We're going to use it to create a further elevation. This is that scarab beetle spirit, where we use our shit, our toxicity, as fuel to get to where we're going. And we literally learn how to move our shit out of the way. We're not going to play with our shit anymore. So we need to find and look right now for the positives within the negatives, and that's the treasures. And there are many. We just need to look, right? But first of all, let's surrender. Let's surrender to our current situation that we're in so we can shift it. So as we surrender to our current circumstances and we find the peace there, because remember, we need to be in the energy of what we're manifesting, what we're co-creating with. We're going to shift into peace. We're going to find the stillness. to co-create with creation at the center point. So this is going to allow us to free up space for creation and stop holding on to the past, the pain, the trauma, and the fear patterning. Healing from wrath, as we understand, like we just discussed, anger is a secondary emotion. And that's what this lunar eclipse showed us. It showed us where we were still hiding from ourselves. We weren't being honest. We weren't being truthful. And that's how we accept where we're at. This is a deep level of surrendering to who I am, why I am the way I am, and why I need to transform. Because I'm caught in strife, I'm caught in wrath, and we're healing from the wrath template. As we know, we've also been laser focusing on healing from the lust and death templates. We're facing wrath in order to heal from it and apply love here. And it's connected to valor. The 7. Picking healing. I'm going to pick healing. I'm going to pick the fact that I need to heal because we know it's connected, as we discussed in part 1, connected to the 6 of Wands here. And we will have our victory. But we have to face, we're literally going to face the music and create a harmony. And we're going to go from a place of feeling sick and caught in separation with the devil energies here to having a new beginning with the Empress, the mother. We know the Empress embodies all 4 queens. This is a gift here from Spirit, and it's a deeper level of connection from within to without. And it's going to allow us to express ourselves and heal from manipulation. And we know we're moving forward because of this. We're moving forward because of this. And something that has left our lives is coming back to us like a boomerang, but we had to lose it in order to see what we needed to see, in order to transform and heal ourselves. We needed to have this separation in order to see what we needed to see and heal ourselves. And that this is an illusion right now. We have to trust in that. We have to trust that everything is happening for our greatest good. So here's a key piece of information. What are we hiding from? Something within ourselves, and it's our connection to our shadow self. And this is allowing us to see a part of ourselves we're not owning because it's dark. The light is illuminating this so we can shine love on the shadows and heal. And there's a connection to the truth as we heal from deception and illusion. Direct message to the 7 of Cups, connection to the 7 of Cups. But this starts with self. Let go, surrender, and find peace in your current circumstance. Accept it as part of your story here to create, co-create where you're going, knowing our patterns of resistance are showing us how we're going against our manifestations. So we're being gifted the gift of sight to see how we are going against our manifestations. And we're going to, of course, talk deeper, further into this, as we did have our lunar eclipse. And it happened in the Earth's shadow, okay? There's a shadow. Okay, so we have, hang tight. You know what? I'm going to get this drawn up better for next time, so you can see it. You can't see it that well. And we're going to talk about just this eclipse a little bit further, even though we've already had it, and how it's literally illuminating our shadow aspects. Something that's hidden has come into light. And it has to do with how we're revamping, learning how to co-create a better, higher vibes 10 of Cups as we work with the Queen of Cups. Scorpio. Now, let's get a message. We're going to get a message and then we're going to see how this... Oh, let's just see. We're being called to see. How is this boomeranging back? How is this boomeranging back? It's leaving and then it's boomeranging back. And I want to hear... I'm feeling called to go right here. Sword of Light. Oh. We're opening to discovery. Look, there's a keyhole with a key. think we got this on one of our last messages. That's why this is in here. But remember, everything is connected. It's all one. That was supposed to be here for a reason. So we're opening to discovery. This has to do with this transformation that we're having within. Look at that. I am. And as I look on this card right now here, like we know Aries, I am our connection to Mars and the Ram. We've had to go within the underworld here to have this transformation, and that's how it's connected to this space and place, and how we're going from here to here, through here. We're opening up further, but this has to do with like this was forced. This was forced. We didn't pick this. This was forced. And that's what's happening here. But like I said, it's like literally this leaves our life. It's connected to the Three of Wands manifestation, and then comes back into our life, transformed. This energy goes from the Knight of Hedgehogs, which is the Knight of Pentacles, and it's transformed through the Three of Fire with force with the Father, and expands into the King of Wands, and then comes back into our lives, transformed. There's a transformation, and it has to do with opening up to discovery and being able to express ourselves at a deeper level as we heal from manipulation with the Prince of Cups. And this is connected to working with the masculine through honoring the feminine. So the feminine is honored here. And that has to do with the cups, the element of water. All right, it's this card right here. What do we got here? Someone new is coming. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. Now, there's a connection here to spirit. As you can see, we discussed in part 1 and now here part 2. We're working with the Empress and spirit. You see the dove right there. Now there's 2 doves. Remember, going from separation to union. Someone new is coming. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. So this is either someone has left your life and someone new is exiting, and this was always meant to be, or somebody is literally leaving and coming back a different person, a changed person. And it's going to be different for all of us. And this is a blessing in disguise. Be patient and have faith that your angels have this situation under control. What will come is far better than you dare to dream. Now look, there's more there's just wings here now. So our connection to expanding and healing with the Empress. Someone new is coming. And then look, more wings. This is a blessing in disguise. Now, all these cards, guys, don't have wings in them. Okay? Be the real you. And there's more wings right here. Be the real you. Your greatest power comes from being who you truly are. Don't let anyone sway you away from expressing your authentic self. So we're learning how to stick up for ourselves here, for our authenticity in whatever situation this is. I want you to see, like, literally, okay, there's not just wings in all these cards, right? They're speaking. They're all speaking, right? It's beautiful. So I am the real me. And this has to do with healing with what has left our life and how it's coming back. We're going to get some tarot now. It's direct connection to the Ace of Cups through the 7. We're seeing through an illusion, disillusion, to see our true self. This is the energy of the opposites coming together to create the whole. Like, I needed to see everything I wasn't, or everything I don't want to be, in order to understand who I am, I truly am, and everything I want to co-create anew into. And I'm deciding with my connection to spirit, my soul expanding with spirit, who that is. Navigating from within to without. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean like we're not facing challenges from without to within in order to do this. This is happening from within to without. 10 of Swords, there it is. We just had an ending with the element of air. We're in ruin. Done. Done, done, done. Yep, in order to create art with temperance. Look at as the masculine and feminine, the fire and the water come together to create wholeness here. We're in a time of artistry, and this is literally the gift of the masculine and feminine coming together to create this harmony. This is the gift. All right, let's see what it's connected to. One more card, and then we're gonna get... Ooh. Okay. You know, I don't feel these cards. We're going to put them back in, and what we're going to do is get a reshuffle here. We're going to talk about what's happening here. The 9 of Swords. So we're going to face our... This ending is allowing us to face our anxieties. And as we face our anxieties, we're going within with the Hermit here. And look at this imagery of the Hermit. We're seeing what we need to see to activate our authenticity and transform. All right, let's see. Let's see what it's connected to. Okay. Of course, justice with the Princess of Cups. So we're restoring balance now with the Princess of Cups. We have the Prince of Cups and the Princess. There is the masculine and feminine represented with youth, with the energy of youth, because we have the Prince and Princess. But there's growth honored here. From being tiny like that to growing up. And this has to do with how we are expressing ourselves. It has to do with restoring balance between everything, with the all, between the dark, the light, yin, yang, masculine, feminine, inner child, our connection to the divine through the center point. To co-create this elevation. And we're doing it through the earth with, there's a 4 of Pentacles shift being honored here. We're seeing where our personal power comes from. It has something to do with connection. We're going to go to the Moon Oracle and see what it means. It has something to do with connection. And power. This is like the power to transform. I have the power to transform. But this is where we're seeing what we need to see of our shadow self. We're going to get a message from here. This has to do with what we're discovering. What are we discovering? This has to do with owning our truths humbly and proudly with honor. Because this is going to allow us to step into a deeper level of how we love and believe in ourselves. Okay. Sea storm, claim amid chaos. And there it is. Direct connection to scribe messages. So we're caught in a sea storm. Claim amid chaos. Claim it. Rock your truth. Rock your authenticity. And don't be afraid to face your shadows and honor them and say, yeah, this is part of me. But I'm going to continue to be the best version of me and co-create anew. And I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I'm going to keep going. With fire, with a father, with force. And then expanding with the mother. The element of water. And we know the element of air and earth are there with us to help us with this transformation. Voodoo in blue, back off. So we need to back off of something. Violet Duchess, stiffed, bored, and stuck. Look, we're feeling stiffed, bored, and stuck. We need to back off. And we need to claim amid chaos. There's a message here because the magic of us is being activated. And it's connected to being strangely lonely. We're holding on way too tight. We're holding on way too tight. We have to let go. We have to let go and claim amid the chaos. Back off. Remember, okay, so something's being activated here. And it's how we're literally activating ourselves. Oh, and look at this. There's a key. All right. The magic of you. Let love grow. Let love grow. Lavaria appears when a healthy expression of love has turned into obsession with love, or more specifically, an idea that is not love. The skeletons of your expectations are limiting your experience of love. Release your attachment to what was and let a new concept of love evolve in your heart and mind. The embrace appears tender between the lovers, but they are bound by vines that trap each to the other in a fixed expression that cannot grow. Now is the time to remember your lover is only human, as evidenced by the skull, which is human. Your lover is not a god, goddess, and so do not worship them. Enjoy them. Well, there's many people that would disagree with what has just been written here, because we very much look to each other as god and goddesses, but this is seeing source energy, the power greater than us and the forces of creation, and our connection to that. This is being able to heal from codependency. So much of the work that we've come here to do and evolve relationships. But remember, we're evolving relationships through the self, through ourself, not through our partner, not through our partner without. We're resolving and evolving and expanding with ourself from within to without, with source energy and the forces of creation, and co-creating anew, an elevation. So this is being able to say that our partner's human, or their partner didn't come here to be perfect. Like, oh, my partner's doing this, this, and this, so they don't love me. Or my partner's doing this, this, and this, so I can't change anything within my universe. I can't be happy. I'm so affected. No, this isn't that. This is saying my partner can make mistakes and still love me. My partner can, you know, do these things that they're doing to express themselves from within to without, and that can be honored as still love, not them doing everything that we think that they need to do to show us love, but letting them express their authenticity as well, and seeing that that's still love. That if anything, that's that is the greatest expression of love, right? And having your partner accept that, and to not put our partners on pedestals, and, you know, to think we can only be happy if we're together and everything's going the way that we think that it does. We need to honor the fact that we're going to have storms. You know, we're going to have fights, we're going to have disagreements, we're going to have darker times, but how are we getting through them? Because this is our connection to unconditional love of life, of ourselves and each other, and coming together with that, making the connections with that, honoring that. So love is beautiful in all of its expressions, but the extremes of passion and infatuation are not sustainable. It is time to find balance in love. Whether you are in an intimate relationship or not, whether you have a family or not, whether you have friends or not, it's time to rethink what love is in your life and how you express it. As such, experience it. So this goes back to like how we are healing from manipulation here. We were manipulating how expression was happening, whether it be in ourselves or in our partner or our loved ones. We were doing this, and maybe it was all of it. But we're seeing how so. And this is allowing a deeper level of self-expression, of authentic expression of source all around us. And we're not going to feel the need to manipulate it because of the past, or because of fear, or because of pain. Right there, my ear just got hit. I just went deaf in one ear here, guys, and it's ringing. Wow. Woo. So, it's time to rethink what love is in your life and how you express it, and as such, experience it. Be courageous. If you want someone loving and kind, you must be kind and loving too. If you want someone who is secure in themselves and wants healthy, positive commitment, then you must embody these qualities too. And this goes back to our loved ones don't have to be perfect, because we're not perfect. And we need to, what we're giving out, we're getting back. But also we need to see that when we get back what doesn't feel fair to us, or if we make a mistake, that we have to know that our loved ones feel like things are not fair to them, and that, mistakes, if we make mistakes towards them, that it's not fair too. But we all want to heal, we all want to do right? We all want to grow, and this has to do with that harmony. This has to do with being able to understand that each person's truth is valid, and we all meet at the center point with our truths and create a harmony. And it's through negotiation. It's being able to come together with our loved ones and being able to say, okay, I've made mistakes too. I'm not perfect. I've done this or that, done that, or I've done that, or I've put you on a pedestal and now I gotta put you across from me. That's not harmony. It's not equal. And this is also going a step farther than equality and understanding equity, understanding that we are all unique and different, and how can we come together to create, this beautiful world where we're all in a harmony, where we're all in symbiosis with our energy first and foremost. So we're going to embody the qualities that we want for ourselves. And I really feel like that one of the main message coming through is like, whatever's leaving our life right now and is coming back in whatever form it's coming our back, because remember, it's going to leave and then it's going to come back. During this time, we need to decide who we want to be. Who do you want to be? Who do we want to be? What qualities do we want to be? And that has to do with how this comes back to us, in whichever way it's coming back to us. It has to do with who we decide who we want to be. Who do you want to be? And remember, we're being the energy of what we're creating. So if we want trust, we have to be trustworthy. If we want, happiness, we be happy. If we want joy, we be in joy. This isn't like, you have to do this for me so I can be all these things. This isn't that. This is, I can be greater than my environment and the people within my environment, and I decide who I am and what my energy is from within to without. And then we change our manifestations, what we're manifesting. We go from, manifesting fear and more pain and more heartache to creating an elevation and manifesting the joy, the happiness, and the euphoria, because we created it. We co-created it from within to without. Lavaria is the soulmate card. This is the soulmate card. When drawn with, well, we don't have the witch card. So if you're wondering if the object of your desire is the best reflection of you, it is. And that can be anything you desire to experience with love. A lover, a job, a home, a holiday, or an animal companion. This has to do with honoring ourselves. Honoring ourselves is going to allow us to cultivate love. And in order to do this, it's time for detox. Detox, cleanse, and restore yourself. Detox, cleanse, and restore yourself. Main message, and there's the witch. There it is, confirmation right there. This has to do with soulmate love and what we came here to experience. The magic you seek is inside of you. Let it flow. And there it is, everything. Oh, one more message. We're just gonna get our message from the moon before we say goodbye. We're getting a promotion with the element of air. And a door, we're being opened with a door here to elevate. And it has to do with, we had to fall from some sort of old way of being together. The card of wedding is, we're still this is, codependency or forced marriages, or we're feeling forced to be together. And then we take a fall. But this fall creates a bridge. And then a bridge of connection. And look, there's a blue moon here. This is a blue moon connection. We are surprised with love out of the blue. But it's by honoring the feminine. We need to honor the feminine. And what does that mean? Our connection to our true self. Our true self, the feminine, the moon, our subconscious mind. Healing from subconscious programming that's going on from our past or trauma patterning. This is being able to heal from that and co-create anew. And honor the feminine, honor the night. Honor the dark, honor the time for rejuvenation. This is where we put light on our shadow self and love it in order to move forward. It's all a part of us. We're still disowning a part of ourselves. We have to accept it with truth and with love and shift it and co-create anew with it. But this brings love back into our life. And it's connected to this. What does this mean? I'm being called to go here. Let's go here. What does this mean? Increase your knowledge. Education brings opportunities. Take a course, pick up a book, and find a mentor to teach you what your soul longs to know. And you are protected. You are safe within my bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence. We're going to know something, and it's going to allow us to move forward with confidence. Yeah, as we heal from the Seven of Cups. We heal from the Seven of Cups. There was a debauch here. And what it activated, remember, this has to do with the element of air. We're getting a promotion with the element of air. We see something as we reflect, but we take time to reflect here. And as we reflect, our swiftness is activated with our force, with the Father. And look at how our energy changes. And then look, there's more forward momentum. We have the King of Swords this time. A truth. But this truth came from pain. And here's where we shift. This is where we have our transformation. Right here. And the Prince of Wands. So now we have so much confirmation here that something is coming towards us because of the work that we're doing in the Garden of Venus to learn how to love ourselves and expand with energy. We're going to use the masculine here. We're going to use the Father. We're going to use force. We're going to restructure. All right. It's time to say goodbye. Until next time, you know I'm sending it to you, those good healing vibes. I love you. Take care.